Good evening, guys, and welcome to GRL Season 3. This is round 18 for GP2 for the USA Grand Prix. We'd also like to mention a huge apology because it is at the moment almost 10 o'clock. So we do apologise for obviously the late broadcast, but we can't do anything after the problems with Xbox at the moment. Anyway, I am It's Phil 17, and I am also alongside with Brandon and Ryan, who are not with us at the moment. No business. So as we are now commencing on to the short qualifying of GP2. You see, we have Raven on his outlap first, followed by with F1 Pal, but it looks like that Raven has let F1 Pal through. F1 Pal is currently running the ultra soft tyres, whereas Raven is currently running on the soft tyres. But from the rest of the grid, we do have another ultra soft runner of UK Gingers, and we do have 4 more soft tyre runners of Chill, Mandy, Smithy, and Discreetly. Whereas the rest, AMG Coaster, Top Gooner, Horn, Dutch, Superb Cam, Chalky, and Lovely Colt on the super softs. So we're now going to go on board with F1 Pal in the bright pink
with
India.
Raven on the softs.
Now going to start his flying lap here for the short qualifying session. As F1 Pal now approaches turns 3, 4, 5 and 6. Does look like Pal went a bit wide on turn 3.
Raven has invalidated on the S's.
4, 5 and 6.
So run
While
with
F1 Pal is trying to keep it in between the lines, and does so. That now goes on to the second sector.
Has gone well wide on the S's. Nielsen has invalidated.
You still see Pal coming up to the end on the second sector, braking nice and hard into third gear. Does get the traction perfectly though. Then a huge lock up at the start of sector 3. Then again with a small lock up. F1 Pal now approaches onto the fast right and fast rights. Now coming up onto the second to last corner. Makes it beautifully done and brilliantly controlled. Now onto the last corner, again controlled. Across the line with 132.9. Raven, despite him it wasn't been invalidated, was 134.9.
Superb Cam looks like so far has a decent and clean and very smooth lap coming the last couple of corners. Very neat. We're in the last corner.
Goes a little bit wide on the second to last corner.
A little bit on the curb. Across the line goes first. 132.8. 110 faster than his teammate.
Smith has done a 134.980. As Lovely Colt drifts on the exit of the sharp left before the straight.
Teammate, old Manzi, is next across the line on the last corner. It's a little bit wide onto the curb. Across the line was third, 1:33.8.
He's third quickest. He's his teammate by 1.1 seconds. Meanwhile, Horn has done a 1:35.1. So we're still sticking on board with Lovely Colt, who's now coming up onto the last two corners of his second attempt.
Slight lock up.
He goes on the exit of the last corner, gets it perfectly well, gains 2.5 tenths. Off of Cam's time, getting a 1:32.5. The UK Gingers now starts on his flying lap on the Ultras. Meanwhile, Chill looks like he's going to be going into the pits. Meanwhile, Chalky is currently still on his outlap. And it looks like Raven is going into the pits as well. Meanwhile, F1 Pal is going on his outlap once again on the Ultras.
Might be the only one currently who's got a more aggressive strategy. The strategy didn't kind of work yesterday in GP 1.1, the Ultras. You can get stuck in traffic very quick on this track.
It's true. Meanwhile, UK Gingers is now onto the double left-handers. Very slight left to a sharp left. Takes the exit perfectly. Makes the exit perfectly well. Now onto the fast rights. Then onto the second to last corner. Takes it beautifully done. In the for the Red Bull driver as he crosses the line and goes half a tenth quicker with a 1:32.491. Meanwhile, Lovely Colt is actually trying to go faster, but he is currently 6 hundredths down.
I think Lovely Colt at this stage will be pretty happy with the way he's gone. Only half a tenth of UK Gingers and his two compound down on him.
Meanwhile, we'll see F1 Pal. But it does look like that he did go super narrow, and then also narrow again. On the S's.
Chalky, he's coming up to the last final two corners. Doesn't attack the second corner as much as the other drivers does. Nevertheless, he keeps it smooth. Across the line, goes
fastest. Less than 6 tenths faster than his teammate.
Lovely Colt improves.
Improves and is now 2 tenths faster than the Gingers. But Colt is on 4 laps old super softs.
Might cause him a little bit of problems in the race, unless he'll go for a more aggressive strategy of Ultras. So I don't think he'll probably improve in the softs.
Yeah, probably. As F1 Pal does not improve. So now starts his next lap on the Ultra Softs. Goes very wide on the exit at turn 1.
He hasn't got much ERS as well, so it might cost him at the end of the lap as well. He's got like a quarter left. And he has invalidated it as well. Well, that's just confirmed it.
He's getting very frustrated now.
And a double lockup as well. Chalky crosses the line.
Meanwhile,
Doesn't
Dutch
improve.
Nacho is now on his outlap.
Discreetly across the line.
Meanwhile,
Goes
Discreetly
sixth.
takes 6th fastest now. A tenth slower than Manzi, whilst Discreetly is on a more harder compound than the Renault driver. As UK Gingers is now going to be on his outlap.
Very good first sector from Chalky's attempt up.
I do think that Lovely Colt's going to be on a huge disadvantage. He's done 4 laps.
Most likely he'll be pitting the same lap as Gingers if he's starting in the ultras. But he's now gone outlap and he's out on the supers. So can he improve?
Smithy is now on his outlap as well, on the super softs.
Chalky has a very good second sector as well. He's 3.5 attempts up this time. He's now hovering around where Discreetly is. And he jumping for the final sector.
Also, Horndog has now got his
Nice
outlap
and
as well
smooth.
on the ultras.
Comes at the final corner.
As Dutch Nacho takes the S's as
He does.
as he
Jumps
could.
on Manzi. Goes into 5th with a 1:33.7.
300ths faster than Manzi, despite being 3 laps all worn on the supers. Meanwhile, Lovely Colt has just recently switched on to the ultra tyres.
His UK Gingers about to start his lap, so can he try and battle Colt for pole? 5 minutes remaining.
Meanwhile, F1 Pal is going to be going on his outlap once again on the ultra soft.
Oh, he's lost the
Meanwhile,
rear
Chill
end.
is going to
He's
be
gone
on
very
his
wide,
outlap
yes, it is.
on the supers. So that Raven is now on his outlap as well on the super softs. Meanwhile, Dutch Nacho, as he goes on the exit, and he crosses the line in 5th.
Very good lap from Dutch Nacho.
He must be very, very happy with that.
F1 Pow's got to watch at it. His Gingers is on a quick lap. Well, Power's on the outlap.
Well, he's on his outlap. So, but it does look like that UK Gingers won't actually get close to Pal. So it does.
Goes very wide.
Pose as much threat as he goes super wide.
It's
That second to last corner. As he crosses the line,
doesn't
does
improve.
not improve.
Ginger might need to back off here. He might be losing a lot of time when he's behind Powell and he's on his lap. Unless he'll go for the overtake.
Meanwhile, Smith has actually gone 5th fastest with a 1:33.3. 800ths quicker than Dutch now. And it does look like that UK Gingers has in fact backed off.
Free drives
go.
hasn't set a time yet. One of them is
Now
Chill.
go on to Horn. And he's gone straight into the pits. We're now go on to Chill. Onto the fast rights. Looks like he did suffer a little bit of understeer. goes onto the last corner. A very good line. And jumps Smithy.
Currently,
And now
as it
takes fifth
stands, the two
fastest.
rivals will be starting next to each other on the grid. That's going to be very interesting to see.
It's going to be very, very interesting. And also, we do not know how it will pan out. Meanwhile, Superb Cam and Lovely Colt is now both on their outlaps. Meanwhile, F1 Pal is hoping to try and improve his time, but he's lost it and goes super deep on turn 3 and turn 4. He's proper struggling. Meanwhile, Dutch has retired. So it does seem that he won't be getting as much performance as he could.
Goes across the line, goes 11th. On 34.6.
He does have one more attempt. Meanwhile, old Manzi.
Top Guna across the line, goes third with 132.5.
Oh, goes third fastest. Very good strong lap from the Williams
Both
driver.
Williams. Putting good laps in right near the end.
And Chill goes fourth fastest.
So far, it's a lockout of second row for the Williams. And a third row lockout for Force India.
Meanwhile, Smithy is currently a 10th up on his time. And 2 laps of worn super softs. Meanwhile, Manzi goes 5th fastest.
Lap on the ultras.
5,000 separated between Chill and Manzi.
The question is, will Lovely Colt start on this 3 laps old supers, or will he go out full guns for the ultras?
Meanwhile, Smithy improves, but does not move a place and is currently still in P8. Meanwhile, Superb Cam is going to be finishing on his flying lap as Short Quali now finishes. Oh, it looks like Cam goes super deep. And that was a 131.6. Went super narrow on the last corner.
So would have put him
131.6.
pole.
It was put him on pole.
Maybe he was super disappointed at that.
Huge kick in the teeth. Top Gunner retires into the pits.
The question is, will Lovely Colt back off for the line, or will he just continue going and start on the ultras? He's on the fly of a lap.
Meanwhile, F1 Pal does not
Looks like the
improve.
gap between him and Gingers is going to increase. It does cross the line. It's a 131.8.
He started on the ultras.
So the front row
half a
is on
second
ultras.
up on his time. As discreetly crosses the line. It was 8th, 10th up, but invalid.
So that is the end of qualifying. And Lovely Colt has got pole, followed by Gingers.
We are going to be having 2 ultra soft runners and also 1 soft runner. No, 3 ultra soft runners actually. 3 ultra soft runners of Lovely Colt, Gingers and Pal. And the soft runner is discreetly. But Top Guna, after a bit of a hiatus, will be started in P3, along with Chill in P4. A second row lockout for Williams. So anything can happen. Question is though, will it be a smooth sailing?
He's back.
Will it go down in tears? And we do have Ryan back with us. So there we have it for the short qualified. Lovely Colt will be starting on pole with a 131.8 with Gingers, 6 tenths behind him with a 132.4. Top Gooner will be starting in third with Chill in fourth to cover up I think it's like almost the 4th time Williams have made a second row lockout. Meanwhile, Manzi will be starting in 5th in the highest position here in Season 3 with Superb Cam is going to be starting at the lowest position that he's done, started in P6.
And I missed all the action because I'm a dickhead.
So as we are now onto the race, and it does look like the track has gone colder.
So the tires will be very hard to get up to temperature early on.
That is correct. Oh, it does look like that. It does actually look like that discreetly is going to be starting on the super softs rather than the softs. Could be the fact that the super softs that he did was a clean lap. So then, predictions for the top 3 at the end of the race.
I would say Colt first, and
Yeah,
I'll say Eunice second,
yeah.
and then I'll go for Chill third.
Okay, Ryan,
Hmm?
what's your top 3? What's your top 3 predictions?
Top 3 crashing or top 3 finishing?
Finishing.
Oh, I was going to say
the
crashing,
podium
Horn,
spot.
Dog, Smithy and Chill. But finishing, I reckon it'll go Colt, Discreetly and Gooner.
So you think that discreetly might be going for a very good strong strategy after starting in P11?
He's got fresh tyres, you've got to think top 10 don't. And Texas, in these
It's short
conditions,
quali.
is a very...
It's short quali. It's short quali.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
Has anyone told Horn about the pit wall? Just to take it nice and careful.
No, no, I don't think so.
Because that bit was deadly if you go too much speed.
I think my top 3. I would say for the top 3 of Top Gooner, Cam, and I'd say Smithy.
Is this crashing out?
No.
Oh, I heard Smithy, I thought he was going to say crashing out.
Crashing out, I think will be Horn, Horn, and Horn.
Pit wall, pit wall, pit wall.
And the pit wall.
They need to bring red flags back, so just for Horn.
No, Horn needs
Red
to-
flag as he finally takes the lead.
I think one
That's it.
more
Say my
question
question now.
is which pick a driver that will be ones to watch in the race.
I'll go for discreetly, how far back he is.
Nah, discreetly, you're having a laugh. It's a fine hippo.
I think my top 3 for crashing out would be Horn, Cam, and Pal.
Horn.
Okay, so your ones to watch, Brandon, will be discreetly. For you, Ryan, what will be your ones to watch?
Mandy.
Of course.
Wow. Wow. Such a fair commentator you are, aren't you? Oh, of course you picked Mandy. Oh. Yeah, we'll settle it on the track tomorrow, Phil, don't you worry. After I've hit the wall.
What, you're admitting that you're going to settle it on the track if you don't hit the wall
Yeah.
or your chassis snaps.
Oh, don't even go there. If it's snaps this week, I'm not racing the rest of the season.
Phil's kit, the pit wall.
I
The
think
man,
my driver to watch. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Dutch. I think Dutch Nacho could be one of them races, one of them drivers that can keep a sharp eye on.
Are any Sauber drivers in this lobby?
Yes, we do. We have Chalky.
Never heard of the fucker.
Well, we were thinking that. Well, there's an
But now you
opportunity
have.
or a chance of having you as former teammates.
Were we?
No.
I was going to say. I feel bad for him, he's in the Sauber.
what's wrong with the Sauber?
Just a message from the commentator's box, watch your chassis, mate.
I don't think he can hear you. You're in a helicopter, Ryan.
That's all good, innit?
Oh, it does look like UK Ginger's is lagging a little bit.
Leave the ginger kid alone. Discrimination in this lobby is unreal.
Keep an eye on UK Gingers if you can, Brandon. Just watch on Top Gooner's point of view.
Yeah.
That Manzi did a half
Very much.
card.
I think Manzi hasn't got the best of luck in past seasons, especially at USA.
And what was the reason I couldn't race Suzuka last week?
Because of it being Suzuka? I don't know.
No, I don't. I don't even remember it happening last week.
Oh, I know why you didn't race. It was because it was family dinner.
Who's that?
Anyway, as the rest of the grid will be forming up.
Yeah. I remember now.
That's me.
Christ, my memory's going really quick.
19.
20 in 17 days.
I ride on board with
21
Superman.
in 2 months and 3 days.
I'm on board.
So
with
anyway,
Manzi.
5 red lights for GP2,
Yeah!
the USA Grand Prix. And it's lights
Someone's
out
happy.
and away we go.
These people
Undercart actually
happy.
got off to a bit of an okay start and already goes onto the defensive line to try and secure the move.
He's got
off
down
of
the inside.
UK Gingers, but meanwhile Top Goon is actually planning on going onto the outside of UK
Superb Cam
Gingers.
to the
Meanwhile
flying
Superb
start.
Cam has gone up for a shockingly incredible start, jumping up 3 places.
Oh, and Nacho's done Manzi on the S's. Oh, wait, hang on, what's happened? It keeps flicking like a bloody light. Oh, Manzi. Oh, dear. Oh, he's behind Orndog, guys. Rip Manzi. Rip Manzi.
Discreet, he's
Meanwhile,
got
F1 Pal.
the grass.
F1 Pal has now overtook Chill. As there's a yellow flag on the second sector that could possibly be for Discreetly. Meanwhile, Horn is less than 1.5 tenths off of
Cam's
Manzi.
done
Meanwhile,
Ginge.
Chill is. Meanwhile, Smithy is at the back of
Oh, it's
the
contact.
rival
Look out.
of Chill. And there's been contact of Cam.
your car? He just spun it.
I've got a point
Did you
of view,
see
but
that,
unfortunately, yeah, it's 5 minutes long. We need to change
Oh,
this.
God. I'll record it as well, because mine's only 30 seconds long.
We need to change that.
Regardless, if either of you record, it has to be the driver that's recording it.
We know, but I'm sorry, you got to see it just in case they didn't. I'm sorry, that was a purposely taken out.
Meanwhile,
sorry.
chill. Oh, pal. It's
That was
super
a
deep.
cut and a half. Go on, Gooner!
It's super deep. Meanwhile, Top Gooner's actually still sticking with UK Gingers at this point. Meanwhile, F1 Pal, currently on the Ultra Softs, is actually gaining on Top Gooner. After making 3 places, like Superb Cam at the start of the race. Meanwhile, Horndog has actually jumped up 4 places and is now catching up to Manzi at an alarming rate. Meanwhile, Dutch Nacho is planning on going onto the inside of Smithy on the sharp left on the end of the second sector. He's made it stick and takes P6.
What is it?
Top
Gooner.
Gears, isn't it?
No, Gooner! What was it on my predictions today? Commentator's curse. Sorry, boys. Holt, you're next.
So it's chill for me. It's chill.
At the moment,
Think we're
F1 Pal
moving Pal.
jumps, has made 4 positions.
Goes
As
down
Chill
the
now tries to
inside.
go onto the move off of F1 of Pal. Well, Pal defends immaculately off of Chill.
Oh.
Always been some slight contact. As Pal closed the door.
Pal's got 3 seconds up there. Oh, Chill's done well.
Chill
wide.
got a wiggle.
Commentator's curse from Brandon! Oh,
There's Dutch Nacho now.
Oh, look
goes
who's
into
behind
4th.
Chill. It's Smithy.
Meanwhile, Horn actually jumped kosher.
Who's we fan?
come on, Sauber, get through. Make sure your chassis don't snap.
Whoa!
Oh, Chalky tries to go for a move.
Sauber breaks them
Smithy
or Diva.
saw that opportunity. Saw
Brake
the
foul.
opportunity and made a switch back.
Break fell. Sauber's got nothing left this year.
It does look like the Dutch Nacho is going to be coming back swinging as he now gets closer and closer to Pal now.
I think them ultras are starting to go.
Random question, who's winning this championship for this division?
But if I say it,
At the
they might
moment
crash out.
is Para.
Who's second? Colt.
I think it's Top Gooner?
Gooner!
I'll get the stats up. Let's have a cheeky look.
Oh, Chalky is
Dutch Nacho. He's got
let's go for a
DRS.
closer look on Smithy, but it looks like he had a terrible
Goes
exit.
down the
Meanwhile,
inside.
Dutch Nacho is going to be going on to the inside of Pal. As Pal tries to defend off of Dutch. Dutch goes round the outside on turn
Gets
2.
it.
And that's him jumps to P3.
Yeah, Top Gear's in second. Followed by Smithy. Then lovely Colt.
So far around this bird just popped
Yeah,
up and I just
what's
killed
his name?
someone.
Got a penalty.
Oh, Smithy. He had the tailwind on the incline. Has now lost position because of it. His jockey now goes into P6.
No run, loves that Sauber.
He gets to about 5 laps going to the end and then the Spatio snap.
Either that, or in GP1, your race engineer sabotaged you.
Pit for the softs, mate! Why'd you give me the warm set?
Oh, the pot dries on.
As Top goes down to the inside, on the outside of Horn Dog.
I feel
Meanwhile,
bad for
Smithy is
Manzi.
trying his absolute best to keep up with Chalky. Meanwhile, Chill is actually closing the gap off of F1 Pal. As Dutch Nacho is actually closing up onto UK Gingers.
The Screamy's pitted.
Horn Dog, 3-second time penalty. If he's in, that's very early for this.
So if he's in, yeah.
And those supers as well.
7 to 8 laps earlier.
Yeah, on
Got a
average,
front
7
wing
to 8
change.
laps.
Just straight into the softs.
5-second stop go.
That's going to be very tricky near the end of the race for Smithy.
Amazing race by Nacho. 6 positions up, and Horn Dog up 5.
Chill,
Chill gets a 3-second time penalty, but look at the traction they got. He got better traction than Pal. As Pal tries to go defensive. Super aggressively though.
So you get DRS on him.
Yeah, he's going to get a
And
DRS
slipstream.
regardless though. He's
Should
going
be
to
like a
utilise
walk
the
in the park.
slipstream.
The only good thing Williams
Despite the
has
fact
is
that both of
showman
them
speed.
are Mercedes engines. But it looks like Chill has got the
How's
job
for the
done.
switchback? Chill blocks it. Top Gun has done Manzi.
Dutch. Doesn't look like UK Gingers are struggling on them ultras.
Interesting, Colt's made a 7-second gap already.
He's got that safety
is, though,
window
is
so
that-
he can pit whenever Ginger's pit. So it's like a reaction.
Oh, it does look like Dutch had a bit of a double shift. He went from 5th and then to 6th quite
Found it
quickly.
like
Yo.
it, didn't it?
The ultras are... I think they're gone. Nacho goes down around the outside. No, he doesn't. They're like there.
Would you,
Oh, Nacho's
what's
gone
happened
very
to
wide.
Nacho? Should I message Ginge giving him a warning?
He isn't lagging.
He's
Second
hit
time
them
notification.
horribly. And his lag did take out
Horn
Cam
Dog
as well.
is battling with old Manzi.
He's on softs as well, Horn Dog.
He's got brilliant
I'll say
traction.
we'll give it till lap 8 and then message UK Gingers. Just say that.
Goes down the
From
inside.
our point,
He's going to get the
from our
move
point of view
done.
that you're lagging.
And he's
Oh,
got
as
DRS
Dodge
as
goes
well.
for a late move and has made it stick.
And the question
But
is,
for a
can
late
he
move of UK
decrease the
Gingers,
gap on Colt? He's got 8.1 second gap.
went for a super late move of UK Gingers and somehow has made it work. Meanwhile, UK Gingers is still staying out.
So is Colt as well, man.
As old Manzi now enters into the pits at lap 7.
This is crucial for Colt now, just to get the lap zone, increase
Maybe
that gap
he's
as
running
quick as he
fire
can.
wear this
While he's got
weekend.
the track position, so he can't afford traffic.
Possibly.
He's gone for ultra still.
Who else?
For a 2
Oh,
stop.
Manzi.
Going for a 2 stop maybe.
Wonder if Colt will be now thinking to extend his pit window just to make sure he doesn't get into traffic.
Extend his stint.
Because
Possibly.
there's everyone's pretty much tight,
Ooh, Cam
pretty much
gets
bunched
good.
up.
Kind of exceeded the track limits by a substantial amount.
Everyone's pretty much under a 2-second gap except from the gap between Colt and Dutch and Top Gun and Horn Dog and Koshi and Smithy.
And Manzi and Smithy. And discreetly Manzi.
Yeah.
Got them free.
Yeah, but Colt would be coming out roughly around there.
Oh, horn goes super narrow onto the
Colt
exit of the double right.
and last corner.
And is now onto the
lap
back
8.
foot of the double left.
And Dutch Nacho is rapidly catching Colt at a rate of knots. He's gained over a second within that lap. And it is coming down rapidly.
Pal. F1 Pal now pulls the trigger as Horndog has been caught napping. Meanwhile, Superb Cam is going to be going onto the inside, going too wide.
How's
The
in?
approach of turn 1.
He is putting a new front wing on him as well. Dutch
As
Nacho.
Dutch Nacho gets a 3-second time penalty now.
F1 Pal is going on a set of ultras.
So he himself is going for a 2-stop. Meanwhile, Top Gooner is actually still sticking to the back of Jorky.
Scrutiny's in. A bit early on his supers, but he's going on to a set of softs. He's going to the end of the race.
Meanwhile, Gingers is actually falling behind off of Dutch now.
He might need to react to this. He's fallen so far behind, he might need to get a fresh set of softs. And hopefully he can get the overcut on Dutch.
As Top Gooner now takes 5th place off of Jorky now. As Jorky now drops down to 6th.
And Chill is now about to get into the DRS range of Gingers. Now he's in it.
Colt still on the ultras at lap 9 with Texas.
I think he's playing it to the long game. He's got that
Trying to
7
think a bit
second
more
gap.
long term.
If he pits now,
That's
he's going to be it's going to be in the grid with everyone else, and he's going to lose so much time. It's kind of good tactics from Colt.
Well, regardless whether he's going to be pitting or not, them ultras are just going to fall like a cliff. Meanwhile, Chill is still sticking a 1 second gap off of the Red Bull driver, as AMG Kosher is actually still sticking to the back of Orn's Red Bull.
I wonder if Dutch Nacho is starting to feel the tower now. Lovely Colt's tyres must be dead by now. Going to lap 9. And he's not reducing that gap rapidly, Nacho. Still hovering at 7 seconds.
Here we go, as Chill now closes the gap on the UK Gingers. As Chill now goes for a huge move on the tight left-hander on the exit of the last section of the sector 2, and he's now going to be taking 3rd place off of UK Gingers, as UK Gingers are still going to be sticking behind off of Chill.
Well, that's
now
the top
on the
3
exit of
picture,
the
right?
double right.
So far.
Of the double right, as Chill almost loses
As
it.
that
at the
lovely
exit of
Colt
the double
goes
right.
into another lap.
What's impressing me so far of his tyre management? His last lap was a 39.2.
Now
It's
UK
good
Gingers
thinking.
has pulled the trigger.
Some Colt's doing the opposite what POR Brown did. POR Brit pitted lap too early, got into traffic, while lovely Colt is staying in the long game.
Jorky as well.
Gingers are in.
At lap 10.
So can Gingers get the undercut on Chill? He's going to meet Old Man's at turn 1.
Oh, there's
F1
going to be
Pal.
a bit of a commotion with F1 Pal and Gingers. As F1 Pal caught on the wrong foot as UK Gingers gone out of the pit exit.
Got a bit
And
lucky
Manzi
now.
has now gone to 10th.
Oh.
UK Gingers goes super wide on one of the S's.
Gingers has got the clean track now.
Oh,
Manzi
Manzi's
going
going
to
onto the inside.
It's contact.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
message
gonna
to
him.
UK Gingers right.
Oh, is he just lagged?
Yeah,
He
he lagged.
just killed Manzi.
Well,
He's damaged the
say
car.
that. But yeah, message him. So, it's best to
Pull in pits and retire.
Yeah, pull in pits and retire if you can.
Lovely Colts.
Just
Goes
also
into
put and
another
also
lap.
put down I'm sorry as well.
He's doing the similar laps to the super soft runs. This is very impressive from Colt.
As Top Goon has now pulled the trigger now. And it's going to be the same with Chill. Oh, the double stack.
Oh, that thought this route. It's going to cost. It's going to cost
see
whoever who's second.
Smithy.
Chill.
Horndog's in fourth. What a superb race he's having.
It's going to cost Chill about 5 to 6 seconds longer in the pits at least.
As we do have UK Gingers gone into the pits and
Ginger's
he has
done
retired. So a huge. So one of the drivers have been
This would
listed.
be the perfect time now for Colt to pit.
Yep.
The gap's this big. I wonder if this will be the lap that Colt pits in.
Meanwhile, discreetly sets the fastest lap with a 1:36.4. Has now jumped up into 10th.
This is probably the most perfect lap for Colt to pit on.
It's not because it's also on the transition of the super soft runners.
Plus the gaps are that
Smithy
big
has
now.
another 3
They're
second
not
time
very
penalty.
compact.
Colt's struggling. He's had to double throttle, like double shift up gears.
Nacho's within 3.5 seconds. He's got to react this lap. And he's in.
Oh, it looks like Colt almost missed
Nacho
it.
will be going for the overcut to try and jump Colt. Just wonder if Colt might have left
one
this
lap
lap
earlier.
Yeah.
I think Colt should have pit one lap earlier. I think.
Yeah, the 8 second gap at the start of the stint. He's gone down to 3.5.
Yeah.
But it is you do what, like a 3 second window to the car behind.
As
before you
Superb Cam has now gone past Lovely Colt. So Lovely Colt on the
pit. Chalky
harder
was
car
fast.
Go on,
as Chalky gets
Sauber.
fastest.
Hasn't snapped yet.
We say lap 21. Snap.
Oh god.
Cam gets a 3 second time penalty.
But Ginger says.
Question is now,
Colt.
Colt needs to get
That's
past
fine.
Cam ASAP if he wants to keep this lead of the race.
Colt needs to try and overtake Cam as soon as possible. Possibly on
Maybe
the exit of
this
this
could
corner.
be the decision
It has
where
to be down this corner. You can't afford going behind him the whole sector 3.
Meanwhile, Smith is actually keep catching up to the behind Horn.
Goes down the
Horn
inside.
being let
Cam
in. Oh, Colt now goes
gets the move done.
cracks the move. Meanwhile, Superb Cam is trying to maintain the traction of these super soft tyres. Of the softs, as Colt gets a little bit of a wiggle on the exit.
And Dutch snatches in. So has he done enough to get the overcut done? I don't think he has, to be honest.
As Superb Cam now goes into
Colt's
the
round the
pits.
last corner.
Colt, Natural's in the pit.
Cam's in as well.
Natchez in his pit box. So that does mean that Lovely Colt will be taking the lead back. Meanwhile,
Could be a
Smithy-
fight for second here. Smithy and Nacho around the first corner.
Oh, and the McLaren's
Smithy will have the better line.
Close. As I just saw Chalky getting another fast lap.
Go on, Sauber!
Smithy has got Nacho into second.
Horndog.
Question is, will Smithy?
Fourth.
He can get to the end, but it's very tight on his tyres. As Horn's in
Yeah,
fourth.
that is true. Dutch's tyres are 8 laps.
F1 power
longer.
goes down the inside. Oh, Manzi. But Manzi gets the switchback. And he gets F1 power. Very good switchback move from Manzi.
This is unbelievable scenes. As Dutch Nacho is closing and closing the gap off of Smithy. He's going to be trying to go for a late lunge.
Have the inside
As
line.
Smithy was trying to destine himself and go for a
That's the
switchback.
switchback.
But he's now going to try and go for secure it. But Dutch defends perfectly well.
Now this is hammer time.
And somehow Colt has
Nacho.
got his lead back to 7 seconds again. He's flying on the set of softs.
So lovely Colt now gets the fastest lap of a 1:35.5.
Top Gunner is now working on the last corner. Looks like he's going to easily get a move down the horn dog. He breezes past him.
Nice and easy with that Mercedes engine. Nice and easy.
But Christian Horner next up. Smithy, go and get him.
Top Gunner's now going for the next target.
It's not going to be as easy to overtake than what he did on the horn dog.
That is true, because we all know that Smithy is possibly one of the best and fairest defenders in the Formula 1 season of GRL. As we are now halfway through into the race, with lovely Colt securing an 8.3 second gap between him and Dutch Nacho, who's currently in second after making 7 places after starting
Nice.
Sure,
ninth.
he's getting ever
Horn
so
dog.
closer to horn dog. Will he make a move? Will
Go on,
he
Sauber.
sit behind him? He doesn't. He will have
With
the traction
Smithy-
though, as in the ultras.
With Smithy being 9.7 seconds with Top Gunner, only less than 2 seconds behind the Renault driver, with Horn with
Lovely traction.
13.0 seconds off of the leader, with Chalky going right behind of Horn.
Lovely Colt is another
Look,
fast lap.
Another fastest lap.
He's enjoying himself, isn't he, out there?
Horn pitted.
As Horn
Oh!
gone into the pits, very close to that pit wall. What do you know? Top Gunner is now less than a second off of Smithy now. Smithy's losing a lot of time off of Dutch.
He's probably got to think of the long game Smithy has. He has done 10 laps on the soft tires. It's going to be a very push if he can make it to the end.
Didn't you saying Colt's lagging as well?
To be honest, I can't see if Colt's lagging, there's no one around him.
I don't think Colt's lagging, really. In my perspective, Colt's fine.
Ah, it's jealousy. Red Bull don't like it. The sister team's winning.
Oh, Top Gunner's going to be going for a move off of Smithy going onto the inside.
Oh, go
As
on.
Smithy sticks
It's
onto the
brilliant.
right
Go on, Top
side.
Gunner,
which
get
is
my prediction right.
incredible defending.
Into the top 3.
Go on, Gunnar.
Go on, Gunner. It's
So
very
F1
hard there.
Williams
Top
is still
Gunner.
in this fight.
Is still getting is still at the back off of the Renault driver of Smithy.
He should have good traction at the last corner as he's got 6 laps younger to soft tyres. Should have better traction.
A little bit of known facts that Smithy did actually win the Season 1 championship, Drivers' Championship in GP2.
Problem was with Top Gunner,
Well, the
it's
problem
pretty
is,
much empty.
is that
Is
Top Gunner is
ERS.
getting closer and closer. Yeah, that is also another problem with Top Gunner. He's not very ERS saver. He isn't that much of an ERS saver.
He needs to
Dutch
start
Nationals another
thinking of
3-second
saving
time
that
penalty.
for the final second. Smithy's
We're now
starting
on to
to
lap
lift off the corners
16.
now. Oh, Manzi coming up to make a move on F1 Pow. And the inside. Very tight between these two
Went
drivers.
super defensive. I went super defensive
Gets
on
the better
Manzi
traction
on
on
the
the
approach to turn
outside.
1. Manzi has got the better approach, but he gets a 3-second time penalty with that. But it does work nonetheless.
Oh, Pow's got done this on his contact.
And it's off Pal. Almost a
Very
knock-on.
ambitious move from Power, went down the inside and just clipped Ormanzi's rear left tyre. And
Almost
he
a
just did
knock-on moment.
a pirouette.
Well, technically he did a knock-on, but oh well. Well, in the
No,
wrong
to be honest,
track.
I think he started Verstappen there. No, Ocon, yeah. Ocon went down the
Ocon.
inside.
You see.
Oh, here comes Top Gear up. Is he going to make the
Top
move?
Gear is going to try and go
No,
for a move again, but he's too far back.
Go on, Top Gear, do it down, Ricardo. Who you want to?
Meanwhile, Superb Cam is actually closing the gap off of Chill. As Chill is trying his best to close the gap off of Chalky.
I think this is more like a recovery drive from Cam as that earlier spin.
I'm Gunnar if you think that he spun as well at the start.
That is true. At the moment, the biggest
This
loser on
lovely
position
Colt.
changes is Manzi.
Lovely Colt is now
Possibly
like
one of his-
10.5 second gap.
Possibly one of his strongest qualifying sessions in the GP2.
Top Gear goes down
P5.
the inside of Smithy.
Well, Smithy is going to be still sticking onto the outside line.
And Cam's done Chill.
But Top Gooner is not having any of it. Well, straightens his car out too much. And Smith is now sticked into P3 again.
The more these two battle, the more it's going to benefit second place. And Smithy gets a 3 second time.
3 second time penalty. That could possibly be
That's not going to help him.
game changer.
That might be his podium gone. His Top Gun is ever closer now.
Gooner's gone.
Who's the
closer
one
and closer
side?
and closer.
So can he get the move done this
As he
time?
now tries to go down the inside.
still
but
can't get
Smithy
past
again
him.
defends perfectly. Smithy again defends perfectly off of Top Gooner.
Chalky's pitted for another set of ultras.
It could be a three-way battle in a minute. As Smithy and Top Gun are battling, Cam is rapidly catching these two. He's getting 2 seconds.
He is slowly catching at the rate of knots at the moment. There is Superb Cam.
Cam will go again. Can he get moved on this time?
Meanwhile,
Tom
Top
goes to the
Gooner is going
outside
to try
line.
and go onto the outside. But has bottled it.
Where there was no room to get on the outside, and he just got himself a weird penalty, which could have easily been avoided.
He had a perfect opportunity to try and switch it. But he thought, no, so I'm going to stick onto the outside line. It's now cost him a lot of time. The
I'm
Superb
surprised
Cam
people like the
now.
outside line. I think the inside line is probably the quickest line to overtake someone.
Oh yeah, because obviously in the practice I did it to you.
Yeah, a bit to you. Dan 10 one.
You did it on the outside.
Oh, Dan 10 one, I got you.
Well,
Yeah, I
you
got
didn't.
you down the inside as well on that big low shit there. The better move.
Well, you didn't. Come at me.
You are? Oh no, yeah, just got the move done.
Yeah.
Superb Cam is brought up to Top Gear now.
Doesn't look like Top Gooner. I think at the moment is on the struggle bus. Right now.
Top Gear is ever so slightly catching Smithy. Back up again. With 6 lap
There's
younger tyres.
Chill now is actually closing up to Cam again, but not at an alarming rate.
And Chill is ever so slightly catching Superb Cam, so it could be a 4-way battle for the final spot on the podium.
Well, that final position for the podium, that is correct. As a lovely Colt's going to be commencing on to lap 20. on a 13.1 second, 13.2 second gap. For second.
Loving life, isn't he? It's just a Sunday drive now. It's
I think
nice,
he's
easy
on,
9
he's
laps
on
for him.
cruise control.
Final 9 laps of Colt, and he's got a 13-second gap.
He's even got it in lean ERF mode.
There's Smith. Oh, Smith has now gone into the pits.
So he didn't think the stops were going to last. Kosher gets a 3-second time penalty.
So we'll find out on what tyre Smith will go
Surprisingly,
on.
Smith did not pick. I would have picked the Ultras for the final 9 laps, just to go for it. He's gone for the safer route.
Yeah, I think I would have said the same and go for the Ultra Softs.
Just comes ahead of Horn Dog and behind Kosher.
Just ahead of Horn Dog, because Horn Dog is only not as well, just ahead of Chalky.
So by Smithy
As the
pitting,
superb Cam.
has left Top Gear in a very vulnerable position of Cam. He will not get DRS now. And Cam comes down the
Cam's
inside.
going to be breezing past. He goes down the inside of Top Gooner.
Top Gear is not going to fight him. He slots him behind fourth. Chill is still in the background.
Wow, Chalky and Horn. Almost a 2 wide moments.
Smithy has got
left.
the move done on Kosher.
Oh,
Moves
but
up
it
to
looks
sixth.
like Horn almost lost it. Almost outbraked himself. No damage was further caused. As Lovely Colt now credits onto lap 21. Also known as my predictions of Salva's chassis snapping. Wow.
Yeah, but at least we've got the expert in the party, just to talk us through how it works.
Basically,
I thought you
don't go on a curve
you were
after
talking to
lap
me.
20, otherwise your car will die.
I think the
Oh,
only-
Top Gear is
the
getting
only-
to come.
I think the only track that you can get away with it, other than making it after lap 20, is Spa. So it only has 22 laps.
Whoops,
Yellow
so
flag.
Yellow
Nice.
flag on the first, second sector, and it's
It's kosher.
kosher.
Is that the X's? That is the S's.
Yeah,
Oh
Yes,
my
it's-
gosh! You got away.
meanwhile Top Gooner is still actually having none of it, and still sticking within the 1 second gap off of Superb Cam.
F1 Power gets
Power
a
gets
3-second time penalty.
another 3-second time penalty now.
Oh, Mansy's crashed at the S's!
Mans is gone!
Told you, man, to crash out.
You're very nice, ain't you, pal? Don't think Man's gonna be happy.
After all that support you've done, Ryan, and that's what you paid for.
Hope you're proud of yourself, Ryan.
Always
He's probably
forward now,
sitting there
waiting for
now.
now.
He's probably sitting there smiling.
No, on the outside he'll be smiling, but on the inside he's dead.
Smithy's on fastest.
Smithy goes for the fastest lap. 1:35.1. As Top Gear is actually still sticking behind off of a Superb Cam. As MG Kosher has gone into the pits. There could be a possibility that Cam might be jumping up another position, as he is slowly closing the gap off of Dutch Nacho.
Oh, Coach is in for a set of ultras. So he might be wanting to challenge Smithy for the fastest lap.
Driver of the day is going to be close.
I think I've got that.
Dog.
I don't think Phil liked that decision, by the way, he died.
Hey, I ain't going for Nacho. He's already got a podium.
Whoa, Nacho! Oh! It's like that. Oh, Ryan, you're lucky there. Commentator can't hit the wall.
Or not.
Oh, Cole
No,
gets the 3
not
second
Nacho.
time penalty, but it's a bit pointless.
He's now lost half a wing.
Oops.
What's
All we
that
need now
kosher?
for the icing on the cake is for
Oh no,
Ryan
it wasn't.
to
My
absolutely...
bad. It wasn't Nacho, wasn't it? It was kosher.
Oh my god. We've got a new blunder for Brandon. He's got confused with Dutch and kosher.
Well, they're both big Barons.
You got the car right, that's for sure.
You got the drivers wrong.
Sorry, I got yoked step there.
Oh, choky! Y'all see, told you Jackie's going, boys.
Orndog gets a
Oh,
3
gets
second
another
time.
3
penalty.
second time
How did he
penalty.
disqualify?
Possibly keeping it between the lines.
You see it
Oh,
come
the
up,
rats.
Orndog disqualified.
And there goes his hopes of driver of the day.
I'll give it to Chalky.
Oh, because his snash is not shut yet.
Yeah!
Here we go for discreetly. He's going to make that move super easy. Although, it's going to be Ferrari driver.
Orndog.
Oh, there was
Brakes
contact.
out. To the Red Bull as well. He's gone well wide.
Dutch got a podium this season.
I say my drive day a bit easy. There's only one drive for me. That's Dutch.
I don't know when was the last time Dutch had a podium this season. It has been, yeah, that's a terrible look.
I ain't had a single podium this year. Where's my bloody sorrow?
Chassis. Sabotage, maybe?
Orndog gets another 3 second time penalty.
Go on, say disqualified. Say disqualified. Oh!
How many seconds? Just in curious, how many seconds do you need for disqualification?
I don't know. They had 7 penalties.
I think it's like in the 30s, I think.
Ah, okay.
I think you have to get like 9 warnings.
9? You've had about 20.
There's
Come
a
on,
lovely
Georgie.
Colts. It started lap 25. Brandon says, well, his predictions of driver of the day will be going on to Dutch. Well, his decision. I can't say the same.
Mexico.
I can't say the
Just to let
same
you
if we
know.
go for Dutch as well.
What's his name? Ram. He's got 15 seconds. Start with that.
It's a lot worse, the animals hot times I've seen his name pop up.
Well, you never know. We might not move anywhere really.
I'm on Choky.
Oh, who knows?
That's the game, my boy.
I think so far at the moment the closest gap is Horn of Discreetly, but Discreetly is actually pulling away from the Red Bull driver. Meanwhile, Superb Cam is closing that gap over Dutch now, and also the same with Top Gooner.
How is this chassis staying alive? That's bullshit.
Language.
English.
I hate you.
What? Wow. See, that discrimination, he hates me now, just because I said my nationality.
How is that discrimination? Are you serious?
Nationalist.
Nationalist? What?
Yeah, I said a big word for a retard of a kid, alright?
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to say fascist.
Oh, shut up! I told you I sound English.
Anyway, Superb Cam has now dropped the gap off touchdown, so to 2.0 seconds now.
Look who
Got that in the end, though.
now.
Well, at least I don't swear almost every single sentence.
Excuse me, I've Gordon Ramsay, thank you very much.
And you. And you.
Excuse me, have I sworn in this sentence? No, I bloody haven't.
See, you just did.
It'd have been ironic if I said fuck him.
You just swore. Oh, dear me. This is why the chemistry between me and Ryan is
It's bannerific, we don't
So,
want to fat people
it's-
fall through fences. That's quite hot fuzz. Good
Anyway,
film,
we
guys.
go on off as we swiftly go off topic. Superb Cam has now dropped the gap off the touchdown to 1.6 seconds. As a lovely Colt now starts the second to last lap of the GP2.
Oh, go on.
We will go for do a
Chassis.
small little segment of next week as we go south
Oh!
to Mexico.
Viva la Mexico.
Mexico.
Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez.
Nah, you gotta say it with passion. Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. Ow, just hurt my elbow.
Oh, Cam gets a 3-second tire bet. That might be his race over.
So the question is we obviously know that next week is obviously Mexico, and also Para will be coming back
No.
as well.
Power, who's Power?
Para Quicks.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Remember when I called him Parasite by accident?
Yes. Yes. At Belgium. Ooh, Oliver's left the session.
He's done 90% of the race, he gets 9th.
You do what finish the race. That's
So
him.
as we go to lovely Colt. Well, mind you, it's almost 11:15. As lovely Colt now goes onto the last corner to
Everyone's
start
bedtime.
his final lap
Let the ages hit him,
Off.
I need to go to sleep.
the USA Grand Prix. Basically, lovely Colt's just gone onto cruise control.
The question is, will there be a one-lap shootout for second place? Or can get it close enough to get DRS?
Could be a possibility, but Cam's ERS is on a low point. Same with Dutch though, but Dutch has got almost double the ERS as does Cam's.
That Salva's got one more lap of chassis to go.
Oh, Cam's gone very wide. The normal on yesterday's going to cost him a 10th or
Dutch.
so.
Which is called Dutch Cam, Brandon.
No, Cam went wide.
Maiden.
He did, a little bit. Not, it's what the race is like though.
So here we go for Cam. He's now less than a second. But it looks like he hasn't got DRS off of Dutch.
It's great late, 3-second time, but
So as we now go on to lovely Colt to onto the final two corners. Again,
Nice easy
another
win for
comfortable
him.
race for lovely Colt. And as he crossed the line to win the USA Grand Prix. Question is though, is who will take second place?
Dutch.
AMG Kosher
Oh, thank you, Daz.
positioned in 11th. So we'll be getting a point.
Well, they're both
Dutch
on the same
does
penalty.
get second.
One more
Chucky,
lap, Cam
snap
would
you
have
to
had him.
chass. Snap, you
Pace.
stupid chassis. Kill someone else's dream.
Oh, Smithy has a little bit of oversteer.
And Chalky getting on the last corner. Smithy's lost the rear
And
end.
again getting oversteer. He's going to be going onto the inside of the last corner. Slight bit of bang tyres.
Smithy got him.
takes 6th.
God damn it, he finished the race!
Discreetly comes past the line in 8th.
Good job from Lovely Colt.
Still not happy.
As we go on, to F1 Pal, who will be taking 9th as Horn, after doing 95% of the race, will take 10th.
No, you would have been 9th at the end of that race. I'm sorry, he deserves 9th. Oh, bit late now, Horn.
So there we have it for the USA Grand Prix.
Horn's getting driver of the day. He actually finished the race. Give him some credit.
No.
There
we have
doesn't
it for the
give
USA
credit.
Grand Prix. Lovely Colt yet again gets another win under his belt. With Dutch Nacho, a very good performance from starting in P9 up into P2. Defending perfectly well off a superb cam. Both of them respectively getting
Hello.
2 3-second time penalties. Top Gooner has finished in 4th, with Chill finishing in 5th, both of them losing a place each. But nonetheless, they do take double points for Williams. So 22 more points at the constructors. Smithy finished in 6th from starting in 8th, so we'll be very happy with that performance from getting it a little bit more higher up onto the bottom 5 and taking 8 points, but must be very disappointed that his teammate did not get to score the points as well. And Chalky will be finishing in 7th despite the last corner moment between Smithy and himself, but he will be taking 7th after starting in 10th.
Does any of these people have no mics? Or is that?
Cam hasn't, Colt has, but his mic's messed up, but Dutch has.
So it's just Cam, I need
Hey,
to message
Horn
him.
Dog! They don't want me to let you have it, but I want to give you driver of the day. You're getting 9th, don't worry. Your AI automatically pitted you. You're getting 9th,
We do have the
don't
drivers with
worry.
us. We obviously understand, Lovely Colt, that your mic is currently not working, so Brandon will be giving you a message to tell you how his race went, well, how your race went. Thank you, Cam, for getting
Cam's done it for
your
me.
message through. So we will be going on to straight to second place. Before we do that, we will say congratulations to Lovely Colt getting another win under his belt, and also wish him the very best for the Mexican Grand Prix. So then we'll go to second place of Dutch Nacho from starting in P9. I think you must be very happy from jumping up 7 places. He was having a phenomenal race.
Yeah, not bad, eh? I was just in quali and then I put in a banker lap and I was like, okay, that's fast enough. I'll leave it at that. I'll just climb my way up from the back. And that went pretty well. Especially the overtakes on Smithy and I think it was, what's his name? Who lagged out? On the back straight, man, long braking action like Ricciardo. Pretty happy about that.
Yeah, it was actually a phenomenal performance from you.
Oh, that's Horn Dog. He was doing Ricardo braking.
But
But
So
yeah,
without
good
obvious
race.
using tinfoil as brake discs.
I would say another question, Dutch, is at one point you was closing the gap on Lovely Colt, even though we know that Lovely Colt was extending the Ultra Soft to
Yeah.
obviously to match with the Super Softs. Do you think you was able trying to close the gap even more when he was just extending them even further?
Well, no, because when his ultras were gone, and he went into the pit, and then, well, one lap after that, I went into the pit for my softs. So, and then he was just fast on the softs.
So do you
I was
think
sitting back a
your
little bit as well because I didn't want to fuck up anything and get too many penalties.
so do you think you could have done it? Do you think your in lap could have been a lot better, or was you just
No.
like quite passive, or wasn't sure that you was going to get like 3 second time penalties?
Yeah, exactly. I was just wanting to be careful, mate.
Yeah.
To not fuck it up.
But nonetheless, congratulations to you, Dutch Nacho, on getting
Gracias.
second place for the McLaren Renault team. I think AMG coach must be quite happy for you, and also wish you the very best for next week.
Yeah, I've
for
just been
the
better
Mexican
since
Grand
I
Prix.
ditched the wheel again, so I'm back on the pad now.
Anyway, we do have the message off of Superb Cam. He says, and I quote, he had a good qualifying, had a good start, but he got spun round, and he made a fight back, and he's very glad to get third on the end result. He did very, very well to go for a good recovery drive, Cam. I'm guessing that you must have been sweating at the end of the race. But anyway, nonetheless, congratulations to you, Cam, for taking third place, and also, again, wishing you the very best for Mexico. And now the
We have
segment.
the message from Colt.
Oh, we do have a message from Lovely Colt.
He said, and I quote, "The race went really well. I extended my first stint, but messed up by not putting on the super softs on.
So I think that was possibly his big mistake then.
I'm guessing so. Nonetheless, he dominated the race pretty much.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big mistake, but congrats to Colt for getting first.
That's it. Yeah, congratulations to Lovely Colt for taking first place. And obviously, since that Ryan's here, obviously he's going to do a bonus interview.
Woohoo! Horny, 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 horny.
Hello.
You are driver of the day in Texas.
Ah, cool. Thank you.
How do you feel, my boy?
I didn't expect it, but I had a good race.
Yeah, I listen to those two. I get to pick driver of the day when I'm in the lobby, you see. I don't give a damn what
He
they
does that
think.
like the all now, apparently.
Nah, I didn't expect it, but yeah, if it's mine, then yeah, cool. If not, I'm happy either way. I had a good race. Quality didn't go as well as I wanted to, but
At one point,
yeah,
you
got
were
off.
in fourth.
Yeah, I managed to do a one-stop softs on
What
that
were you
one
do sniffing
pretty well.
cocaine to get that fast?
Nah, I was lucky actually because Manzi went off. I think the second lap, or third lap, he went wide. I just managed to avoid his car. Had a good battle with Kosher and that, and yeah, just stuck with it. Just a shame. It lagged me, well, I think lagged me out. Xbox Line went down with 2 laps to go. So, like I said, I don't know roughly
Hey,
if I finished
I
9th
told
or
you
10th.
before. You need to get off that potato Wi-Fi.
It's good to see
No,
you back
good
again,
race. Enjoyed
Horn.
it. Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. Good to be back. Really
What's
enjoyed
your
was
opinion
Ryan's.
on Mexico?
it. Mexico.
Viva la
half an hour
Mexico.
from
I
home.
like Mexico.
Need to practice.
Do you want a tip going into Mexico? Speak to the hot
Straight at the
lady
pit wall.
and eat some burritos.
Oh.
And you couldn't care a
Wait,
shit,
I thought you-
I hope I can beat the podium again.
Ah, you're doing
Well,
well
that was
done.
Ryan's driver of the day.
Yeah, I always pick driver of the day, so no one else would count really, so... Pick him.
Who are you, mate?
Is
I'm
right.
the
Like I said,
person who
I'm happy
drives
if
in
I got it.
GP1 whose
I'm happy
chassis
if I
doesn't
don't,
like to
I'm just-
stick.
Glad I had a good day.
Well, we will say that an honourable mention, we'll give it to Horn, because obviously he's made 10 places at one point and then got
Don't you
3
dare
places
nick
at the end.
his driver of the day. Don't steal this moment now. Bullshit.
Ryan, this is why we have a little segment called Ryan's Driver of the Day.
It's bloody raw, Phil.
Oh man.
You. Fuck off. Congratulations, Horn.
Thank you, bud.
Can I actually say who got the actual Driver of the Day?
What do you mean, actual driver of the day? Nah, this is, see, discrimination. Discrimination, I'm calling it live on stream.
Go on, Phil.
You don't like my decisions, he's discriminating me from my pool.
No, we do like your decisions, and we also do entitle your opinion of who gets Driver of the Day.
Excuse me, I'm slashing your tyres tomorrow.
Odds on it'll be your tyres.
Most likely, yeah.
And the chassis.
Oh,
And
Brandon.
the chassis, yeah.
Shut up. Come on then, ruin Horn's moment. Come on, just do it.
Shatter the guy's dreams. Go on, Phil.
But yeah, we obviously understand that Ryan wants to have Driver of the Day to Horn, and we do respect that.
He is driver of
That's
the
why we
day.
have. That's why we do have, like, when me and Ryan commentate, we have a segment of Ryan's Driver of the Day.
Wow, so I've got my own segment, but it doesn't count. What's the point?
Let's call the next segment Phil's driver of the day.
Yeah, let's Phil.
I'm
finish
taking
his,
this to the. I'm
that
taking
in?
this to court.
Well, it is
I
now
deserve it. This is going court, Phil.
court.
Yeah, take it to court.
How much are you going to charge me? Like 10p?
I'll charge you how much Horn's brakes cost. So about £1.50 for the tinfoil.
But anyway, going off topic, the confirmed Driver of the Day is to Dutch.
Bullshit.
Oh,
Well done, Dutch. Well done, Matt.
thank you.
We got there.
Bullshit.
Yeah, me and Phil.
You can have it, Horn, if you want.
No, I'm happy either way. You deserve it.
I ain't
Well,
happy
good
about it.
night.
Horn dog, you get the real driver of the day. You got the crap. He's already got a bottle of champagne and P2. all you got was tinfoil brakes and disconnected potato Wi-Fi.
Don't forget the cup, mate.
Anyway, that has been the GP2, the USA Grand Prix.
Yeah, I just want to say you
Again,
guys are
we-
doing a good job, mate. Real good job.
Oh, thank you.
I wouldn't say the same about my racing if my chassis stayed still.
I meant
If
commentating.
Sauber didn't construct it out of jelly.
Wow.
It's alright, Ram. Just nice to see a break tomorrow again.
But yep, that has been GP2, the USA Grand Prix.
Alright, guys. See you next time.
And we do obviously apologise for obviously the